Now, imagine them all going out at once, not just in one city, but across continents. This isn't a natural disaster. It's the opening salvo of the world's first global cyber conflict. Welcome to the new front line of geopolitics, where power isn't just electricity, it's everything. Our world runs on a fragile, invisible web. Power grids, financial markets, communication networks, even our water supply, they're all hyper-connected and digitized. This integration is our greatest strength and our most profound vulnerability. Financial systems would evaporate into a sea of corrupted data. Unlike a traditional war with tanks and soldiers, a cyber war is fought in the shadows. Who fired the first shot? It's almost impossible to know for sure. This ambiguity is what makes it so dangerous. How does a nation respond when it can't definitively identify its attacker? Do you launch a counterstrike against a suspected culprit and risk escalating a misunderstanding into a full-blown conflict? Or do you wait, appearing weak and inviting further attacks? In this new domain, a single miscalculation could be fatal, dragging the world into a conflict it's not prepared for. This isn't science fiction. The warning shots have already been fired. Those were the first ever confirmed blackouts caused by a cyberattack, leaving hundreds of thousands of people in the freezing dark. It was a clear demonstration of intent and capability. Before that, there was Stuxnet, a malicious computer worm believed to have been developed by the US and Israel. It didn't just steal data. It physically destroyed Iranian nuclear centrifuges by manipulating their industrial controls. Stuxnet proved that a piece of code could cause real-world physical destruction. It was the digital equivalent of crossing the Rubicon, ushering in the era of cyber warfare. Since then, the race to weaponize cyberspace has accelerated at a frightening pace. The world's major powers are openly building digital armies. And Russia's GRU cyber units have become notorious for their sophisticated operations around the globe. From election interference to attacks on critical infrastructure. These aren't just defensive measures. These are offensive cyber weapons being stockpiled, ready for deployment. The digital arms race is on, and the battlefield is the very infrastructure that underpins our daily lives. So, why is this threat more urgent now than ever before? Because we are living in a moment of extreme global tension, arguably the highest it's been in over 30 years. Geopolitical rivalries are flaring up, old alliances are fraying, and a new era of great power competition is underway. In this volatile environment, a cyberattack is a tempting tool. As our critical infrastructure becomes more connected to the internet, from smart grids to automated port facilities, the number of potential targets grows exponentially. Every new connection is a new potential vulnerability, a new digital doorway for an attacker to walk through. We've built a glass house in an age where everyone is stockpiling digital stones. This brings us to the central, chilling question. If a sophisticated, coordinated cyberattack successfully disables the global power grid for just 6 hours, what happens next? Think about it. Financial transactions would cease, potentially wiping out trillions in value. Transportation would halt, stranding millions. Law and order would begin to break down as panic sets in. or perhaps a non-state actor, a terrorist group aiming to sow maximum fear. And who stands to lose? The answer is simple. Everyone. An attack of this magnitude would trigger a domino effect, a cascade of failures that could lead to economic collapse, widespread social unrest, and an unprecedented humanitarian crisis. The most terrifying prospect is the response. The pressure to retaliate would be immense, but retaliate against whom? This is the pathway to what some are calling Cyber World War III, a war fought not just with bits and bytes, but one that could quickly spill over into the real world, with devastating consequences. The line between a digital attack and an act of war is dangerously blurry, and we are stumbling towards it in the dark. So, what can be done? The solution isn't to unplug from the world. Our interconnectedness, for all its risks, also brings incredible benefits. The answer lies in building resilience. This means governments and private companies must work together to secure our critical infrastructure, treating cybersecurity not as an IT issue, but as a matter of national security. It means investing in stronger defenses, developing better methods for attribution, and establishing clear international norms and rules of engagement for cyberspace, much like we have for land, sea, air, and space. We need to understand these risks not as some distant, abstract threat, but as a real and present danger to our way of life. Because in the 21st century, the front line is no longer a faraway battlefield. It's in our power plants, our financial institutions, and the device you're watching this on right now. The next global conflict may not begin with a bang, but with a flicker, as the lights across the world go out. Thank you for watching. If you found this exploration into the future of conflict thought-provoking, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the critical issues shaping our world. Stay curious and stay informed.